Hey, how you doing? This is Erick from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live, the American Mentee Program. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to Friday highlights for beautiful, crazy Southern California. Make sure that I'm positioned right here, and all that good stuff. I'll probably open it up in a second. But do the likes and the loves and all that good stuff, or share it. Watch the video all the way through. I'm going to drop some pro tips today. I'm going to have some public service announcements as well. Won't take too much. It'll be about maybe 10, 15 minutes. I always say that, and then it goes an hour, right? I'm going to share a cool book that I'm reading. I read it several years ago when it first came out in regards to direct marketing. It's direct marketing. What's that? Traction marketing. Well, all kinds of different internet marketing terms of what it is. Kind of share it with you in a second. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're out there rocking and rolling and doing your thing. So let's get a little fired up. It is last minute on here. It's Friday highlights, so it's not like we set up an event and then we've done that before. And sometimes the schedule doesn't work the way it needs to, because we got mentees we got to take care of, deals and all that good stuff. Which is actually in the business as well. So that is something that we do recordings too. I just like to keep it always live and uncut. And if it does get monetized out there, then maybe a little editing here and there, a little music, maybe whatever, some call to actions and things of that nature, and we'll just reuse it for monetization, right? So a lot of that stuff is obviously happening. Hopefully you're doing that type of stuff. A lot of cool stuff has been happening for the month. This month is obviously summer, so hopefully you're doing well. I guess you got the graduations. That was in June and all that good stuff. Here we are several months ago. So, we're just trying to keep things on the table, keep moving forward with the business, creative real estate investing. So obviously check it out back there. We got some fresh stuff rocking and rolling in the back there. So we're actually going to get out into the field and into, the area out here in Southern California, where we do some meetups and work with people. We're actively hiring, yes, and some firing too. Some people make it, some people don't. But you got to have that fire. Without that fire in your belly, or willing to sacrifice a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears. Of course, I'm exaggerating there for the blood, sweat, and tears, right? The bottom line is that it does take work. Can't give up. Got to keep on rocking and rolling and moving forward. Always moving forward. That is the key. So hit on a couple of things, right? Some people are getting stuck on finding deals. The big agent thing is happening too. What about the buyers, and what about what's going to happen with the market and things of that nature? Now, obviously, a shift is always there. I had a conversation earlier where I was getting the ears lowered about, hey, what about land? Should I buy land and put my money in land instead of a bank? Well, anything is better than the bank, right? Because it just doesn't pay at the end of the day, and your money should be working for you anyways. And some other type of vehicle, usually real estate, is the good one. So real estate is land. Real estate, yeah, to a degree, but it's still land. It is dirt. Unless you buy the right piece of dirt that can grow in the path of progress, then it makes sense, right? Because right now everything's kind of going up. So can you take that land and flip it? Sure. Some fast buckaroos and scale it up and put it on a nice juicy piece of land if you can find it. It's a lot easier to do the creative real estate investing. That's where we live. That's where I live. That's where we all live here in creative real estate investing. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, powered by none other than AMP Live Media, VIP Execs Realty, and Lending. Go ahead and do that right there. Scan that if you like. Go ahead and scan that, and you get into the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing group. It is private. So tomorrow is Saturday. We're going to do some live training. So that'll be the schedule. Friday highlights. Maybe I'll share that with you. Saturday always be some live training or out in the field. And Sunday for the Sunday sermon. Monday, Mindset Money Monday. Tuesday, out in the field and rocking and rolling and closing stuff, doing things of that nature. Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday, out and about somewhere in a location here in Southern California. Could be anywhere, the beach. It could be a mall. It could be wherever we decide to be at. And then Thursday again, sales and the field day, maybe in a house, in a property, or just rocking, phone calls, or, doing the art of the deal and working the business. And then back to what? Friday highlights. So that's today. So welcome to Friday highlights. On Friday highlights, we always got the pulse of real estate, because we're always talking to people and we're looking at everything up and down the United States of America and what's happening. A lot of people are saying, hey, properties are too high. Got a brave young lady who's actually going to fly all the way to Tennessee to go check out a couple of properties with a partner associate. So, hey, congratulations. Hopefully that works out. For me to fly, I'd probably need to have several properties for a jump on a plane to go check out, some properties and things of that nature. Unless we're actually going to go out there, scout it out, and before I come back, I better be locking up some properties of some sort. So hopefully you do that, young lady. Hopefully it works out for you. Keep on rocking and rolling if you see this. If not, hey, God bless you, and have a safe one out there, right? So Tennessee, I know we got some peeps that we work with out in Tennessee. So that's always a lovely, lovely thing too as well. So definitely we're looking for stuff in Tennessee. If you got some, fixer-uppers and, quads, duplexes and things of that nature, the price point's a little lower. Same thing for Missouri. So we got we got a juicy property coming up. It's in Warrensburg, Missouri, I believe, right? It could be a great fix and flip. Price is right. Or you could take it down, right, and turn it into a cash flow property. There's a university, I believe it's Missouri, Central University of some sort. I think they got a dorm and all that cool stuff on there, as well as the Air Force. So the Air Force is not very far. Mapped it out. So we'll probably do that maybe tomorrow. I'd like to do that tomorrow with the young man who owns the property. We're going to work the deal together. I'm going to share that with you tomorrow, and we can take a look and see what he has, right? But it'll be in the actual Facebook group, private Facebook group, because we don't want it out and about, not quite yet anyways. So we'll put that inside of the Facebook group, the Art of the Deal, the Creative Real Estate Investing Facebook group. And we're going to talk about that deal, break down the numbers, share what's around it, right? How far it is. It's not very far from the university. So you can start, maybe that'd be a good one for some cash flow, right? You got to replace the same peeps. Hopefully, instead of a dorm, they might want to live off campus and get the parents to sign that contract for them, right? Get that chunk of cash. I know we've done that in Southern California here with young people who, go to church and then they're looking for a little job and they got to do their Bible work or whatever. And then they all get in the house and they go sell some pest control or whatever the heck they're selling, right? Awesome thing. But they just write a check for 6, 7, 8 months. Boom, it's done. In and out. Awesome thing. So that stuff can happen. The Air Force, obviously, they got, good quality people. It's a beautiful area and all that good stuff. So those type of properties are coming down the wire. We're looking for more stuff in that area, as well as Kansas City, Missouri, and Missouri in general, as well as Texas, all the 3 main spots, Austin, Houston, Dallas, not too much towards the coast because I don't want to, unless it makes sense, maybe fix and flip, get in, get out. Same thing off of the border in Arizona as well. I know Arizona is lovely. If you got anything out there in Arizona, whether it's a fix, flip, buy, hold, multifamily or apartments or commercial, definitely looking for that everywhere throughout the United States, depending on where a mentee's at or where you're located, okay? So if you have property, definitely DM or PM or whatever. I'll put these spectacles on so I can actually share a couple of things here with you. The design, here we go, okay? So we'll pull this up. So first and foremost, I'll pull this up. Hey, welcome, yes, to the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'll be your host, Eric Paul, for the duration. Got about maybe another 8 minutes, and we'll be wrapping this up. I want to share a little public service announcement with you, and that will be this right here. Awesome and cool. If you watch it all the way through, there'll be a link towards the end. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime. But if you want to learn the secrets to effortlessly finding 100+ seller leads every single week, times that by 4, it'll fill up your pipeline to overflow. You'll have sellers that want and need to sell, right? That'll explode your phone, email, and text with sellers, and they're raising their hand. So it's not cold calling, it's not cold leads. It may start off as a cold lead, but once they respond back, it turns into a warm lead. Then the goal is turn into a lead, to an appointment, to an offer, to a deal, to close of escrow. Okay, so hopefully that works out for you. Okay. All right, so we'll move forward with that. Check that out. I believe there will be. I'll put the link down below, or it might be probably in the event section there, but just in case, I'll put it in the chat. I believe it is right here. Let me see what we got. All right, surfing for deals. I'm for a free bonus, okay? For watching all the way through, I will post this towards the end, and then we'll go ahead and get that done for you, free, just for watching. Watch it all the way through, and you'll love it. It's copy and paste. It's easy peasy. It'll be a video, and I believe there is a, I think it's right here. Where's it at? All right, so here's just a copy of it, right, for Surfing for Deals. You can see that right there. Boom, Surfing for Deals, a little PDF. It'll help you explain to you what you need to be doing, give you the templates and all that juicy stuff, right? We're going to put it on the market and just sell it, right? But we said, you know what, let's just give it to everybody for free. It's going to help you out. You need those leads, but then you need to know what to do with those leads, right? That's where the art of the deal, or the AMP Live method, what we do, right? The American Mentee Program, and how we do things with high trust selling, direct selling, putting them together. We call it the AMP Live method. It's what we do. It's what I do. It's what I love. I love to share it with you. We'll get into that tomorrow. So we'll do a little bit of training tomorrow. We're going to talk about leads. We're going to talk about some Surfing for Deals. We're going to talk about data. We're going to talk about different types of CRMs. And then dabble in a little bit, right, of the Subto, because we love Subject 2, right? We're tapping in and going, look, every deal can be a Subto deal. Even deals with juicy amounts of equity, right? 40, 50, 60, 70% LTV, or I say I just keep it simple, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 cents on the dollar, right? And using leverage or Subto to control that property, to be able to fix it and flip it, buy and hold it, or whatever your fancy is. Doesn't matter if it's 400,000 or 40 million, you can still do the same thing. You're just adding more zeros, a little bit more work, but it's still the same thing, okay? It can still structure that deal in that manner, but it's going to take a little bit more work, okay? So I'll share a little bit about that tomorrow. Also, public service announcement on August 19th. I believe it's a Monday. We should have did it on Wednesday, but here it is, August 19th. I chose the date. It's a Monday, 2 p.m., okay? Pacific Daylight Time. And make sure you sign up for that below. If not, look for it on the pages. Or if you just want to know where it's at, I probably should post it here and just post the link. But I don't think I have it here. I'm not sure. In my notes, like I said, it's always live and uncut. Not here to, sell you stuff. But the bottom line, look, we're all selling something, right? What do? I'm here to help you with your real estate business. But at the same token, right, we all do what we do. We're all looking for good people, or you should be looking for good people as we are, looking for acquisitions, dispo, marketing, all that good stuff, right? Also looking for mentees to come aboard and work with us across the United States of America. If that's you, awesome. Come aboard. I want to say thank you to all past, present, and future mentees of America. But if you're wanting to come aboard, want to chat, want to talk, and you're stuck and you're just spinning your wheels and you're like, you know what, man, I need some help. I need help with all the little things in between the lines, right? Be able to put that structure together and understand that. That's our goal, is to help you get up and running with your business for the next 6 to 12 months across the United States of America. And we'll do that. We'll get into the details. Simply, I believe there'll be something here. I think I'm going to post this in the chat real quick so I don't forget. Put that right in there along my signature rock and roll, because I love to rock. I was actually listening to some of my old stuff that I did, because I used to play music and rock when I was younger. That's kind of what everybody has, something to build their character, whether it's football, it's a game. Sometimes gaming, right? People get into gaming, they get into sports, music, want to be an actor or an entertainer of some sort. Maybe it's I want to become law enforcement. I want to go work for the government. Who knows what it is? But there's always some passions when you're younger. When you're younger, those passions over time start dissipating, start changing, start shifting into your teens and your 20s. And then if you haven't changed, or you haven't kept, or if you've given up by then things are probably going to change for in your 30s and 40s and 50s, right? It is what it is. But I say never give up. Keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on punching. Don't listen to anybody's shit. Listen to your gut. Listen to your heart and move forward. But there has to be a lateral move. You always have to be moving, right? If you don't move, that's where that moss comes. It's that Rolling Stone song, right? I'm not into the Rolling Stones, but hey, that's what Rolling Stones are about. If you're a Rolling Stone, then you're never going to collect moss. The only way you're going to collect moss is sitting in the water, sitting in one section, sitting in a bubble, and then boom, eventually a bunch of moss starts growing over you like the Swamp Thing. If anybody, I'm probably letting you know how old I am. I had the Swamp Thing going like, what the hell is the Swamp Thing? Go check it out. It was an old ass movie. I think it was a comic book at one time. Check it out. It's a cool cool movie. And they tried to do a spinoff and all that good stuff. It sucked, just like RoboCop, right? That's another old one, another classic. But check that out right there. I believe there's a bonus for you. Surfing for Deals. Take a look. There's going to be another. I'm going to bring up the captions here. So August 19th. Definitely check out August 19th, right? We're going to go live. And we're going to talk about Subto, everything Subto, but it's going to be in the private, or actually it's going to be on a Zoom call where we can control it and control the narrative as far as, we don't want it floating around or anything. Good stuff. We're going to share stuff that we share only with our one-on-one mentees that we work with exclusively. We're going to share some of that stuff. We're going to give you like tidbits of the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, and going forward into that stuff, right? But if you're hunting deals and you're looking for deals, you need deals. I think I was talking earlier, or I mentioned it, earlier in a conversation that I was having, and people think that they're in the real estate business. They're not in the real estate business. You, my friends and gals and all that good stuff, are in the marketing business. If you don't market yourself, or you don't market the business or the brand that you're creating, you're not going to get any leads. You have to have leads. And if you don't have leads coming in, then you have to dig them up and keep going after leads and hunting those leads, right? Unless you put together an apparatus to bring leads to you. That's what I did the last cycle where leads came to me. I dealt with quality over quantity, right? Quality over quantity, ran through the funnel, and then think of it as a funnel, and leads are coming in. And then you got the spigot that goes down. But even then, there's those smaller spigots, right? Where you think water would come out and cascade out of that tube, right? So you'd have like, cash deals, Subto deals, options, rent to own, lease options. And then even then, right? Hey, this is great. This is a seller that wants to sell, not needs to sell. They want to sell. Perfect for an agent, right? Maybe they need a loan. Maybe they need some help. Maybe they need some marketing. Okay. So there's a lot of things that you do. And the only reason I learned a lot of this stuff because my back was up against the wall. Sometimes you do your best work when your back is up against the wall. And, now we bring it forward to, 2010, 11, 12, 13, all the way to 2020, 23, 24. Here we are. Stuff's going to happen, right? The market is shifting and it's doing its thing. A new cycle, yes, depending on everything that goes on. So make sure you vote right, vote correctly, vote for the American, made in America, entrepreneur type, arrangement, right? Unless you're, okay with saying, hey, I want a free one of these and a free this and a free that and a free this. Nothing's free in life. As I always say, people who do know me or hear about me or we talk, I always say free is shit and shit is free, right? But somebody has to pay for the shit. Somebody has to pay for the free. Someone has to pay for that knowledge. Just like when I got my mentor and mentors, they paid for that knowledge. And I paid them back by bringing tremendous value to them. That's the problem with today. I'm not going to harp on anything, but hey, we've been through a lot of people. We've done a lot of hiring, a lot of firing, a lot of hiring, a lot of firing with people at the end of the day because, hey, it's just not up to our standards. We have standards and policies and procedures that we got to keep. And I'm not going to change them for anybody. I think I got in an argument with some business person. It wasn't even an argument. It's just a little bit of a debate saying, well, hey, look, if we do it for you, then we got to do it for everybody, right? So we're not going to break any policies and procedures that don't need to be broken. Well, that's not true. You can do this. I said, no, that's dishonest. That's not loyal. We're based on loyalty and integrity, right? As well as communication. Communication can break down and be repaired, but the other two cannot. So therefore, if we have policies and procedures, and if we're willing to give you a discount, or willing to work with you, or willing to finance you, or willing to do certain things with you, then we got to do with every mentee, right? Otherwise, no. Here's the policy and procedure. If we've done it and we've made arrangements, then we'll do it for everybody, and not just go, you're okay, not you, but yeah, you're okay, not you, you're okay, not you. That's not fair. That's bullshit, right? At the end of the day. And the reason I say that is because, you can break your policies, but then you're going back and forth and you're worried and you're doing this. People, it's not that it's not fair. It's just, look, hey, here's the playing field. If we're ready to come and play the game or get in the ring and kick some ass, then you're ready to kick some ass, right? If you're not prepared for that, then no, you don't get to train with us. If you're over-prepared or you're untrainable or uncoachable or have an ego, then you're not ready to train with us, not ready to work with us, and vice versa, right? If you're like, man, I am good to go, just like me. I have a leap of faith. I'm going to believe everything that this gentleman or people or company are saying so I can make it happen, right? And I had to do that with Think and Grow Rich, and then I had to do it with the Napoleon Hill's Keys to Success, the 17 Principles of Personal Achievement, right? I call it the 17 Principles of Success, renamed the book for myself. But look, it's dated. It's old. I read this several times. I got my goodies inside of the book, right there. See we say that. It's my beautiful, lovely wife right there. Right, awesome. And then I got some notes in there with my kids and things I want to do, and some older cars when I got started a long time ago, right? So let's get to this cool book. This guy called Dan Kennedy, Mike Filsaime, Russell Brunson, Internet Marketing Geniuses, right? Direct marketing, right? Dan Kennedy, awesome dude. Now, I'm going to put my spectacles on for a second, then I'm going to wrap this up, okay? So we got here, do that. Let me see what else we got. I'm going to share something with you. Boom. Before we wrap, there's a link tree, Erick, AHA, Amp Live, Book Alive, breakout call with myself and my team. We'll definitely see if we can help you out and take you to the next level, see if it's a good fit or not. But there's this cool book here. It's called, it's called No BS. That's one of my favorite, right? Because even when we're rocking and rolling, there's no drama, no bullshit, no BS, no nothing. Let's just get to it. Let's rock and roll. Let's take care of each other and watch each other's backs, right? But that's what it's called right there. I don't know if you can see it. So the No BS Guide to Succeeding in Business by Breaking All the Rules. That's right. And it's true. Even when you start, that's when you know you're on the right track, or God says you're on the right track, when you're breaking these rules because you're not following the sheep. You're following the road less traveled. Even in high school, my teachers and counselors and principal and all that stuff said, man, you're just one of those guys. You just got to push it, and you're not traveling. You're not doing what everybody says I need you to do. You know, you're going to be one of those, you know, travel the road that's less traveled, right? You're going to make your own path, and that's a lot of work, right? So we eventually will start, you eventually look at others and say, well, they're going that direction. Now there's not a big highway. Maybe there's a little road. I'm going to go over there and help them forge their road, right? That's what we're asking you to do with us. We're moving forward. We'll move forward and start, making the road. And you guys come behind us, and we'll eventually build a bigger road of true believers that want to rock and roll and keep on rocking the AHA, Americans Helping Americans cause and mission, right? To help every fellow American. So it's one American at a time, one family at a time, right? One property at a time, doing our part to get America back on track, together with you and others across the United States of America. And Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor others across the United States of America, just like you and others. See if it's a good fit. Let's rock. Powered by Amp Live Media, broadcasting, marketing, and media company, and VIP execs. Realty and lending. Step into excellence. Let's rock. So let's get back to this book here, right? So succeeding in business by breaking all the rules. It's very awesome. Debunk common success myths. Think and act like an entrepreneur. Make money hand over fist. Dan S. Kennedy. Introduction by Russell Brunson. That dude is a genius as well. But there's something cool here. There's a lot of cool things that I've learned from the book, and there's certain things that I couldn't remember where it came from. Then I started reading the book again. I go, oh, shit, that's where I got the idea. And it became a story. I actually did what was in here, and it became a story and a testimonial for my life, and even in what I do now, right? So, look, it's a beautiful thing to be able to go back and look at your goals. You got to write down your goals. You got to have a morning ritual. You got to do certain things. And sometimes we veer off the wrong path, and then we got to get back on the path, and we veer off, and we got to get back on the path, right? Or we decide, boom, we're going over here with the sheep, and we're just going to follow the masses and get our free shit, right? Or not, until you get frustrated. That's what I did. I was in that lane too. You got kids, and you got to do your stuff, and you got to have a regular job, and you got to, and then you're like, man, this sucks. I'm frustrated. I hate my job. It sucks. Is this it? Is this going to be what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? So you make a decision. Or until Bob Proctor says, paradigm shift, right? Have to have a paradigm shift. You can try to create one, but it's not as powerful, right? You can try to, but then sometimes that's where you got to make it really powerful, and you got to do something crazy like I did, left my corporate job for a management job of all the benefits and all the time that I spent in there building my shit to move up the corporate ladder and become regional, only to throw it away to go into a management job and move into real estate, right? It takes a leap of faith. It's not for everybody. There is blood, sweat, and tears involved. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? It's not an easy road. It is the harder road. The harder road is the road less traveled, because you have to forge away. You have to go through all the bullshit. You have to go through the pirates. You have to go through the bullshit. You have to go through all the shit that, the regular highway where the, JOBers go. Nothing wrong about it. I'm not saying anything bad about it, so don't take offense to it, right? They're saying everybody's a little different. Everybody has to choose their path until they get frustrated, until they hit a paradigm shift and go, this is not change. Things are changing. This is what I got to do. Make a commitment. And these books here, that book, Think and Grow Rich, 17 Principles of Success, are going to help you, right? But I think I was going to read some. I'm not sure, right? But I'll just maybe read the titles, right? Why in hell not to be meek and modest? There's a good title right here, right? Arrogance is an almost essential success characteristic. Good arrogance, right? Let's go back to this one here. So, and now I will, just for a few minutes, get political. The thing about America that its elites and global elites despise the most and wish to put it to an end. That's what's going on, okay? That shit's going on right now, okay? So the bottom line is this. It's open, right? The market's open, used to be. But in a nutshell, it basically says, I'll read like little parts of it, right? So when you've worked with as many celebrities as I have, which is Dan Kennedy, sometimes for days at a time, filming infomercials and other stuff, blah, 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 right? You're working with Super Bowl people who have rings, medals, all kinds of stuff, right? And then we're going to squeeze down here. So look, he's been up and personal. At the end of the day, it is a discovery, right? A fact that the elites hate and many outright deny. Michael Moore, for example, stridently denies the fact. Even elites adopting the elite liberal mindset deny this, right? What I've discovered is that none of these people are special, right? So the elites like John Kerry, Moore, Soros, former President Obama believe they are special, extraordinary people, few, rare, uniquely qualified to rule with far superior intelligence and wisdom and talent and a righteous morality, right? But at the end of the day, the discovery, he says, which they despise, is that the large bloods, right, used to my discovery, or which they despise, is that the large number of people who get to the top in any category of enterprise or achievement are very, very, very ordinary people who made particular choices to set extraordinary goals, develop extraordinary skills, and achieve extraordinary things. This is especially true here in America. Other countries have their economies, governments, and social structures set up to make such success extremely difficult. Other countries have actual and in effect caste systems. They have systems built to protect the aristocrats. The left wants that for America. They do not want the open ladder or open pyramid we have and what we've always had made in America. They want that only two-tier program, right? Our society. The masses are forcibly, so you understand what I'm saying here, right? The bottom line is you can still dream, still make this happen, right? Because at the end of the day, we were a country to govern ourselves, self-governance, right? That's what the Constitution and all that good stuff is all about. So what I'm saying is that you got to go after it, right? The market's changing, it's shifting. It's going to change whether you do anything today or do it in the future or not do it at all. The bottom line is I always say, what's the word I'm looking for? Adjust, adapt, or perish, right? Say adjust, adapt, and let's rock and roll together. Let's rock and roll together with creative real estate investing, right? Because that's not, even if you don't do it full time, can a deal change your life? Of course it can. Can 2 or 3 deals a year change your life? Can a deal a quarter change your life? Of course it can. And still keeping your lovely job and your career because you love it. And there's a lot of people who love their job. A lot of people love their career. I know when I first started mine, I loved it. First 5 years because the goal is to get into management, right? Become that expert. And then you start moving forward. And you're like, man, is there more than this? There's got to be more. Come on. Right? I don't know. Everybody's going to do things a little bit differently, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put so you can go ahead and write down there, book that appointment. I'm going to put a QR code up here. So we see Amplify. What else we got here? First friend, you go to also Americans Helping Americans. You got properties you want to buy, sell, fix, and flip. Definitely go there. AmericansHelpingAmericans.net. You can also become a VIP buyer by going to AmericансHelpingAmericans.net, and we'll look at your buying criteria. We'll talk, we'll chat, proof up, and all that good stuff, paper it all up, and we will bring these deals to the table to you if you're interested in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 30 properties, whatever it is, wherever it's at. We'll work with you on that. We also buy properties too, so if you bring them down the wire, we'll definitely get you an instant offer within 24 to 72 hours. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a single-family property, multi-family property. Is it a I need to sell or I want to sell, means private market, investing market, or is it something on the market? It's okay. We'll take a look at it, okay? Definitely join us here. So you can click that down below or text, right? Text now, right? The SoCal Meetup. 909-341-6629. Definitely reach out there, shoot us a text. We'll get you on that list, and if everything's good to go, man, we'll break bread, guys and gals, break bread. We'll get some education rolling. We'll recruit each other or whatever, help each other in any means we possibly can, and we'll eat. Right? Beautiful thing. Plus some coffee. Got to have that coffee, right? See what else we got here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this QR code up here. Something free for you. I'll bring it up right now. Where's it at? Did it disappear? I guess we'll have to add it. Let's go ahead and add all these products. Okay, done. Yep. And it's not going to cost you a dime, but we'll put it right here. You can get instant access. Scan that QR code right there. Instant access to my free Surfing for Deals training. It's not going to cost you a dime. Click it, get the spread, get the templates. If you get stuck, DM or go into the group and say, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do that? Hey, I got a deal. What do I say? What do I do? All summer, we're willing to rock and roll. Okay, get prepared. Get ready for fall and winter. Because here's mine. I'll say it 1,000 times. Some of your best deals are going to come in fall and winter. I'm not going to get into it now. Maybe I'll touch bases on it tomorrow, or ask me the question. I'll explain it to you. Okay. But let's gear up for summer. Let's get some stuff in the pipeline for you. Let's get you talking to sellers. Let's get you, rocking and rolling offers, whatever it is, or selling us deals, or selling you deals, or whatever we need to do. But it's all going to be creative real estate investing, rock and roll this, right? So scan that QR code right there. Scan that QR code and get the Surfing for Deals training. It's free. It's not going to cost you a dime. Let's say $14.97, right? Because we're going to do a full training. We're going to do all kinds of stuff within that the training program, but we're saving that for another program. But check it out, unless we decide to change it and start charging. So do it before that happens. We got another one here. See what I got. You can go ahead and scan that right there, boy, for the Facebook group. And for the one-on-one mentoring, right? Okay, I'm going to pull this up here. I believe it's right there. You can take a look. So for one-on-one mentoring, go ahead and scan that right there. It's a QR code for one-on-one. We'll touch bases. We'll talk, see if we're a good fit. If we are, awesome, rock and roll. I'm also going to put this down here inside the chat as well. I'll pull it up. I believe it is right here. So let's jump on a breakthrough call and discuss how my team and I can help you break into creative, lovely, awesome real estate investing. We're only about 1 to 3% of real estate investors know how to do. Only about 1 to 3, don't know how to do. Don't know how to do. 1 to 3% actually do. Right there. All right, so I posted it in the chat, and I believe it might be down below somewhere in the event or whatever it was in the description. Take a look. But yeah, so 97% of the people do not understand or really understand creative real estate investing. 1 to 3% know how to rock it. Another maybe 3 or 4 or 5% on top of that have done it, and maybe they're older and they're all about cash. I don't want to do that. I'm not into the the art of the deal or negotiating deals anymore. Leverage, right? But how can you not love leverage when the return investments are freaking nominal, right? It's true, right? So rock and roll and all that you do. I'm going to wrap this up right there. Go ahead and scan that QR code right there, and that is for instant access to Surfing for Deals. Do scan that right there for one-on-one mentoring. It's in the chat down below. There'll be some nice juicy goodies for just watching all the way through. If you missed anything, because sometimes I go a little fast and then I slow down and go faster, go back and forth. You can also hashtag. I'm going to put it up right now, right here, before I take that sucker down. But you can hashtag get Erick Paul if it's here. Let me see if I got it here. It might be on a different. Sure is. Okay. But you can hashtag get Erick Paul live. Hashtag get Erick Paul live. I'll just put it in the darn chat. All right, here we go. So we'll go boom. Get Erick Paul live. And you watch all the different videos on subject to, lease options, how to buy a property with $10, $100, how you don't need EMDs to rock deals, how you can actually buy juicy deals with tons of equity using subject to existing financing without having to go get hard money or a traditional loan or any of that good stuff, right? At the same token, how you'll be able to dig up properties that others cannot find and just are not finding the deals, or if they do find them, they're blowing them because they're not executing the art of the deal, the AMP Live method. They're not rocking or rolling and coming out with contracts because their closing ratios maybe are not very good. Right? You got to have those rock and roll closing ratios, right? You got to get them up to 60, 70, 80%. That means closing 6 to 8 of your leads, right? So, and that could be done, but it's a longer process, right? Because you're going through a process of elimination and making sure that the time you go to that property, just like us, we won't go to a property unless we know we're going to write up that contract. We know we're going to rock that deal. And we know we got offer 1, 2, and 3. We got some cash now, cash later. We got the option. We got a loan. We got listing. We got marketing. We got everything down the road. And we're going to walk out with something. And if we don't, it's okay, right? Fortune's in the follow-up. Magic is in the follow-up. Call it whatever you will, but it's true, right? So there is a method to the madness. So I'm going to suck up my drinks here. I'm going to get back to work. Rock and roll in all that you do. Reach out anytime. Scan that QR code right there to jump on that Surfing for Deals. I'm also going to bring back, if you want to book a call with myself and my team. See where it's at. I believe it's, where does that go? So where did it go? Oh, captions. Here we go. We can do that right here. Oh, it's the very top. There you go. So, and I already put it in the chat, so you can go to a Linktree, Erick AHA AMP Live, book a live breakout call with myself and my team. We'll see if we're a good fit, see how we can help you. Either way, it's going to be some awesome information, and maybe we'll make a friend. Either way, we'll be here for the long term for another couple of cycles if everything works out the way it needs to work out. Rock and roll in all that you do. Keep on rocking, keep on punching. Look forward to working with you. Look forward to helping with you. And if not, that's okay. Do your thing. We'll be here if you ever need any help. Talk to you soon. AHA, Americans Helping Americans. AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, powered by AMP Live Media and VIP Execs Realty and Lending. Step into excellence. We're looking for you.